Everybody, welcome back to 808s and Cold Takes. I'm Braden.
I'm Los.
And I'm Johan.
And today, before we introduce our special guest, we would just like to tell everybody to subscribe to our YouTube channel and make sure to like this video and check out our audio exclusive content as well. We have a bunch of stuff on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Deezer. Check us out and follow our Instagram for updates as well, because we be posting on social media all the time. And also just a disclaimer, our friend Max is not here today, unfortunately. He is on the road, so he probably won't be here for a majority of these season 2 interviews. Very sad. We will be taking on the pedestal here in his stead. But that being said, he will be here and he won't be gone indefinitely. He's just on the road here and there for his work.
Yeah, he'll be back here and there.
Yeah.
Pop in.
Yeah.
Now, we would like to welcome everyone to our special guest, hailing from St. Louis, the man who takes pride in crafting and sewing memories in every piece, and the king of exposed denim. It's the man himself, Alexandre.
Let's fucking go.
Alexandre, how are you doing today?
Man, I'm doing great, bro. I appreciate you guys for having me, man.
Of course. We appreciate you being here.
Yeah, just to get started off, you mentioned how you first became interested in fashion during your time getting your associates in arts. What was the classes you were taking there?
Where did you guys find that? I'm just curious. You guys do really good research, so I'm just very curious. Like,
Not to expose too much of the sauce, but
so yeah, I had flunked out of college my freshman year, so I came back, and my mom was like, "You're not gonna just sit around. So we're gonna figure out something for you, and keep on pushing." And I went to community college and got an Associates of Arts, and then planned on getting a bachelor's in fashion merchandising. That's where I started to like hone in on the, I guess, art form of fashion, or like really started to like put pen to paper of like what I wanted to do in fashion. So that was a weird time in my life.
any like favorite classes that was like, there was one specific class where you're like, oh shit, like, okay, this might be something I want to do.
In community college? No.
Oh,
not a single one of them.
I love community college.
No, the college I was at, not a single one of those classes really piqued my interest. Actually, except I took a business calculus class. I like math, so.
Oh, okay, same here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that was dope. And then once I got to the university, I eventually got my bachelor's in. There was a few classes that I liked. There was a merchandising class. There was a buying class. The logistics class was cool. It was just like a lot for me at the time. Like you don't understand logistics until you like do logistics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The sewing class, I'd already kind of like taught myself how to sew. But it was cool getting like some foundational pieces for myself. And then there was another class that I liked. The textile class was cool. It was like one of those classes that was like 4 or 5 hours or whatever. Okay. So like you get to the point where like your brain is just like turned off, you know?
Yeah.
So outside of that, like they were all pretty cool classes. Actually, there was one class that I didn't really like. It wasn't art history, but it was one of those, I can't remember the name of it, but it was a class where like you're just reading mad, like back in 1775,
this guy invented this thing.
So wore the puffy dress or whatever. Like that was the beginning of fashion for men. Like
no Kurt Cobain wearing the dress of the red carpet.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was one of those. I was like, all right.
Yeah, I could relate to that because like at one point, like I went to college for a little bit and I went to music history. They had someone who didn't even really, he was learning on the spot as we were. So no, I could relate to that.
That one's crazy.
Luckily, I had better professors. They were all pretty good professors, but yeah, it was just that one course. I was like, yeah, retake them.
Professors can make or break that shit. Yeah. Seriously, you're a bad professor, you hate your life, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. Exactly. So, yeah, that's cool.
So how did you get connected with the people at Fabric, and how was your experience there?
So to graduate for my bachelor's, I needed an internship in obviously like in the field that I was going in. So I was looking for some just in general. And then as I was I think I want to move to Phoenix, I started to look in Phoenix, and I saw them on LinkedIn, like looking for interns and stuff like that. So I applied, and also my mom had found them as well. Cause she's one of those moms that just like does mad research and stuff. So she did some research and found them as well. And it kind of like connected. And also my professor either heard about him or knew about him as well. So like it was like one of those like God moments. Like, all right, well,
Cards align.
there's too many. There's too many aligning points here, so I had to do it.
Were
And they
you
were super
living
awesome.
here as well,
Yeah.
like during that time, or was that
No.
what got you to move here?
That's what got me to like officially move.
Oh, really?
Me and my roommates now, but we were like associates. We grew up together. We had a podcast as well, called The Saint Losers. This is like a deep cut. So if you know, you know. That was kind of the reason we were going to move to Phoenix. And then my internship, and it kind of, again, it was one of those things that was just like everything aligned. So, and my mom moved out here 2 years prior. So this is 2021. So she moved out here 2019. 2021 was when I was like, all right, just everything just makes sense for me to move out here. So yeah.
Do you think you'd ever want to go back there? Or?
Not to St. Louis. I would go back to Chicago. So like I'm originally from Chicago.
Oh, cool.
And I grew up in St. Louis.
Hell yeah.
Right. So I do want to go back to Chicago at some point. I don't know when, but like I do want to make that move.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Fabric was really dope. I learned a lot. They put me on to a lot. They connected me with a lot of people. And then as I was, moving around doing my thing, I met more people. I met you guys. Like I met, just being outside.
That's kind of a crazy story too, actually, considering how we met you at the first event we ever went to in Phoenix.
That was the first mosh pit too, right?
Yeah. And from there, we were like, this guy wants us to come to his fashion show. We know nothing about fashion, but fuck it. We'll show up. We made like a 20-minute YouTube video out of it. We were like, hell yeah.
The video was dope too.
Thank you, man. Yeah, that was definitely like kind of a big break for us. Like those two events back to back like
Really?
that was kind of what got us into like, okay, I think we do want to cover local stuff.
Really?
Because before we were just a music podcast, so we just talked about music.
Mm-hmm.
But then like after that we were really like, okay, like people fuck with us, especially if we just like show love and just cover, stuff that goes on in Arizona that you might not know about if you're not from Arizona. So.
Yeah. No, that's sick. I love the way you guys do. I thought you guys had been doing that like all
That's
the
good to
time,
know.
though. So
We appreciate that.
Yeah, that's a compliment. We'll take that. Hell yeah.
no, I appreciate you guys. I really was happy that you guys came over. Actually, I think either Max or one of you guys like looked at me. I think it was, I don't know who it was, but like we had like locked in eyes, and I was like, oh well, now you got to come over. Like now you got to talk to me because I was promoting the show. Like I wasn't even selling anything there.
Okay.
I was just promoting my show for real. And we locked eyes. I was like, you got to come over here and interview me because I got to shamelessly promote my show. I don't even know what you guys are doing.
That's funny, man.
So yeah, and I really appreciate you guys coming through. Like again, you guys helped make that show as momentous as it was. Because my whole goal was to create an experience for people to come in and like feel like it's gonna sound crazy, but like kind of like stroke their ego a little bit, but like make them feel like I put on this outfit for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you guys really help make that possible. So I appreciate you guys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of fashion shows, what was it like after your first fashion show, the first Friday flash mob? How did all that come about? Like after you told that story at Fabric about it, I was like, holy shit, he cut off a whole intersection. Like, did you really do that?
I'm gonna see if I can find the I have the clip somewhere, but I'm gonna find the clip so you can like edit it into.
Oh, okay.
We'll
sweet.
throw it in here.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
We'll throw it in here. Hopefully. But this was, I had been working at Fabric, and no, actually I just stopped working at Fabric. I was like wanting to take, my fashion label more serious, and I had met a few people. I put out a collection that didn't do so well, so I'm like, okay, it was a good collection, but like why didn't it not do so well? The main point was marketing. I'm at like 2,000 followers now on my brand page. I had maybe 600 at the time, 700, something like that. So I'm like, okay, I need more eyes, because a lot of those eyes are one in St. Louis or two, like not even into fashion. They're just like friends that, supported the brand. Right. So, how do you get eyes? Typically it's fashion shows. What type of fashion show would people want to come see me at? The craziest fashion show I can think of. What is the craziest fashion show I can think of? Well, I just went to First Friday and mad people were there.
Okay.
So why not do that? Why not do a fashion show there? Why not do a flash mob? Because I've been studying Maison Margiela, and he used to do a lot of just like guerrilla style fashion shows, like not just like your typical runway and like people sitting in chairs. Like he would have people like just come into a building and then the fashion show would start. And like models just like push through people. Like there'd be like a spotlight. It'd be like crazy stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, how do I do something like this? And First Friday was the first thing I thought of because the Super Bowl is coming that year. So I'm like, okay, there's going to be if there's 2,000 people, there's going to be 2,500. There's going to be 3,500. Like there's going to be a more people by default. So let's make it as crazy as possible. Me and my team. So me, Carlos, Mace, the homie Mace, and then Bria, the homie Bria. I like pitched them the idea. They were like, all right, let's do it because that sounds sick. So shout out to Mace. Because he's super connected. He got everyone in, a lot of the models in, a lot of the models. Or some of the models I knew, and then he got like the rest of them. My goal was to get like the most influential people that I could find, or like the people that are tastemakers or people that are just like dope, like looks that like can resonate and can promote the show for me, essentially. Mm-hmm. So we did that, got them all together. It was like ended up being like 36 models or so. We had made flyers for them. They posted it. Come to the show, and you're gonna see me. And then we just did it, bro. Like we had, the CVS that's like around the corner from like Roosevelt, like the 3rd Street. Yeah. We told everybody to pull up there. I had got some like portable tents, like you get like when you're camping, so everyone can change into them. Everyone was dressed in purple because that's like my brand color. Yep. It also like sticks out really well. And bro, when I tell you we lined up, there was like this food truck with an LED screen. Just happened to be there that day too. So like we had a crazy backdrop.
Oh, that's insane.
Photographer set up. Shout out to the homie Julian. We had probably like 50, 60 people already waiting for us, let alone the people that were like, why are people just like lined up? Like, what are they about to do? And then it just ended up being like this crazy crowd of like probably 150 people just like on Roosevelt, like 3rd and Roosevelt or whatever. And we were lined up, cars were still going by. People were like still crowding up. And I'm like, I just was like, all right, we got to do something. Cause we had already been like 30 minutes late. So I scream in the crowd like, yo, when we get started, when I say go, you guys got to block off the intersection. Cause we need a runway. And I'm screaming this to people. I'm like, yo, you might get hurt, but like if enough of you do it, I promise you everything will be okay. But they did it, and again, when I find this, because I'm gonna find it, you're gonna be like, dang, like that's nuts. Like
I remember seeing the truck, the purple truck in the picture, and I thought that was part of that was just random.
It just happened to be purple. Like it was like purple and blue or something like that. It just happened to be the right colors.
The stars aligning at that point.
It was crazy.
That's pretty funny.
It was crazy. Nobody got hurt. The police didn't come until we were finished. Like,
oh really?
Everything was like just perfect timing.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah. And fun fact, I met Smino and Simone Biles the next day.
Oh shit!
Getting brunch.
Wow.
Yeah, literally.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, Max would be jealous. He like fucking loves Smino.
Really?
Yeah.
He's from St. Louis too.
Oh, that's right. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
So it was really cool. My homie Ryan Trey knows Smino.
Oh, you know Ryan Trey?
Yeah, it's my brother. That's like my he's like my brother.
Oh yeah, he works with Jordan Ward, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Jordan Ward's from St. Louis too. Yeah.
Nice.
Damn.
But so like they're all cool or whatever. And Lance, you guys know Lance Sibley, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah. Of course you guys know from Sam Max. Shout out Sam Max.
He's right there.
I was trying to figure out who those people were.
Oh yeah, the baby pictures on the wall. They can't see it, but we can see it.
Yo, those dudes are weird, bro. I love them boys, man. I love them boys. But I remember telling him, he was like, yo, because I didn't like know them at the time. They didn't really know me, but they were like, yo, when do you think this is gonna be over? Smino's performing tonight. It's my birthday. I'm going. I'm like, hey, shit, I could tell. I don't know, but we'll probably get you guys out of here like 8:30. All right, I bet that's perfect. So he went to the concert, and I go to brunch the next morning, and I see a dude. Like, you guys know Smino's hair, like it's always like either super long or like braided real nice. And I see a dude, I'm like, is that Smino? And then I see what is her name? Raven Lene. Yeah, I see her, and then I see just a big bodyguard dude. I'm like, okay, this is probably Smino.
Damn.
Let me play it cool though. So me and my boy, we're like, this is some crazy shit. This is nasty work actually. Me and my boy are posted up next to a trash can. The brunch spot, because it's just like a street song. We're posted up next to the trash can. They're just over there like smoking, whatever, just chilling. And I go, hey yo, Smino. I'm trying to like be quiet because there's people around. I'm like, hey yo, Smino. Like real like breathy like that. And I don't think he heard me at first. And I go, hey yo, Smino. And he looks at me. I said, can I get a picture? And he looks at me, goes, man, all right, bro.
That's funny, dude.
And I was like, this dude is tired, bro. He don't want no picture of me.
Damn.
Hey, yo, Smino.
I didn't even know he was here he performed that weekend?
He performed the Friday before the Super Bowl. So Friday, Super Bowl weekend. He performed that Friday.
I saw him at the Van Buren, I think the year before that.
Really?
With who was he on tour with? Jid. He was on tour with Jid.
Yeah.
Oh, I do remember that. I do remember
Oh, goodness. Don't remind me of that.
Oh, yeah.
I think I watched them in St. Louis.
Oh, cool.
Oh, really?
No, I didn't. I watched J. Cole, and Jid was opening for J. Cole.
Nice.
This was like a couple years ago.
Hell yeah.
Or not now, but like at the time, it was a couple years ago.
I'm glad we were able to uncover that story out of the other story. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, you guys are a music podcast, so I had to like throw that in there.
That's fucking sweet, dude.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
But yeah,
Shout out to Smino.
that was cool. And then Simone Biles, she actually took our table.
Damn.
And when we were like, yo, like mad people just walked in. She's like, hey, that's Simone Biles, and just shrugged. And we were like,
Wow.
that's Simone Biles.
Damn. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. Probably hella celebrities here that weekend. Damn.
Yeah, no, there was mass celebrities here that weekend, but to see an Olympic athlete and then Smino from the same hometown, that was, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. So
It's great hearing all that progress. So I just want to quickly bring it back to the beginning. What was the first pieces that you designed and what brought you to create them?
the very first piece I designed, first piece I sewn and sold was a Dior tapestry, like I call it an overshirt to make it like feel more like elegant, but like it was just like it was like a t-shirt, like a long sleeve t-shirt essentially.
Yeah.
No hood or anything. Like people are doing crazy stuff like with the hoods and like drawstrings and stuff like that. Nah, I was just like sleeves and a body, bro. It was some nasty work, I'm not gonna lie, but it was fire, and I sold that for like 120. Sold like 30 of them.
Oh damn!
That was the first piece I sold. The first like real thing that I designed was a part of the first collection that I did. It was these jeans, like patch pocket jeans.
Okay.
And then the zipper was exposed, so that's where like the exposed stuff comes from. But it was the zipper was exposed, and they were like kind of cropped. They were super sick in theory, but like I was like very bad at sewing, so like they turned out horrible. But it's crazy. I just told somebody this, and I just met this dude yesterday. His name's the Burrito Guerrero. He owns this brand called Northern Limited. Super cool guy. Anyway, and I was telling him the story. My boy Ryan Trey, I had gave him a pair of those jeans. I was like, yo, promote, do my thing, like do your thing, man, like get me right, bro. And I gave him the jeans, and he was traveling at the time. So, like when you're traveling, you just like, throw clothes in the washing machine. Like you don't really check it or whatever. He threw the jeans at the washing machine because these jeans were raw denim, and I didn't so raw denim it doesn't come washed, like pre-washed. So it's like all the ink, all the dye, I'm giving you guys a lesson right here. All the dye and all that stuff is still in the fabric.
Oh goodness, I can just see where that goes,
bro.
Oh god.
He calls me one day and he just flips his camera and goes, "Look." I'm like, what am I looking like? Why are you just showing me a bunch of clothes? He said, "Bro, you ruined my," and it's like off-white. There's like a Balenciaga t-shirt. He's like, "Bro, you just ruined all my clothes." And I was like, "Oh, that's." He was like, unfortunately, he had just like he got those through like a stylist, like for like a video shoot or something like that. So it wasn't like that big of a deal, but like it was more so like bro, you don't know what you're doing. And yeah, so I tightened up. That was my tighten up moment in my career.
To derive a bit from that, I wanted to ask, how was the first show you ever did compared to some of your most recent ones?
So the very first show I did was with Fabric. It was like a group thing. Like there was mad other designers, and I was only able to present 2 looks. It was cool, but it was like more like a community thing. The flash mob compared to the flash mob compared to Chasing After the Wind. Chasing After the Wind was a lot more organized. We had like the dress code. We had the LED walls. We had actual LED wall, not like some random food truck. We had that. We had like a camera crew. We had production crew. We had chairs.
Names on the chairs.
I did
Names
like
on the chairs.
I like the chairs.
A VIP section.
Yeah, we had the
Media
VIP
passes.
section.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys got the media
Yep.
passes.
Oh yeah,
we did.
That's hanging
Yeah.
right there.
I got
Tough.
mine.
Love that. Yeah. So it was just a lot more official, a lot more. It really brought up like the essence of our brand, rather than just like something to capture attention. I feel like it was an actual like production that people could like latch onto and really remember. We incorporated a lot. We had 5 other designers opening. Shout out Tyson, Kristen, my boy Elad, Expired Citizens. We had Throne of Grace out there. We had Justin with So Used. If you haven't been to So Used in Cul-de-sac Tempe where we held the show, please stop by. That store is incredible. Shout out to them. I love them.
Dope.
Shout out to So Used.
So shout out to all those people, of course. They really killed it. They helped like again retain the attention, build the hype for my show. You guys are gonna love this too. That was like my intention for like that format of like having this opening designers and then our show was concert style.
Oh, okay.
So like concerts, like at least for the bigger artists, typically you'll have like three opening designers, right? Sometimes more, sometimes less, but it's typically around 3. So that was with fashion shows. Like fashion shows are usually like 7 minutes long, so I wanted 5 just like to make sure there was enough time. So that was a music reference. I'm trying to like bridge the gaps here. But that was definitely more thought out, more well planned. We had a lot more backing. We had sponsors. We had a modeling agency that or modeling school that provided all the models. Like it was really dope. It was really dope. So compared to the Flash Mob, just organization and intention. So
do you feel like it took longer to put that one together than the Flash Mob one?
no, actually we started at the same time. So I started planning in November for both of them.
Hell yeah.
Actually, now that I think about it, I probably started later for the Chasing After the Win. I started in like January because November we just kind of like got the idea down and like got all of our stakeholders, like the modeling school and like a few other people, and like made them aware of it. And then we started like really planning in January. So
Cul-de-sac too was a great location. I mean, that place like I'd never heard of it until we got there, and I was like, oh damn, it's like some utopia shit.
No,
like,
Cul-de-sac is a very beautiful place, and it's even beautiful. It's even better now. They're opening more stores and like things, and they're building onto it. So like, shout out to Cul-de-sac. Shout out Sierra for believing in the project. I don't know if you'll ever see this, but shout out Sierra. Shout out Ryan, CEO of Cul-de-sac. So love you guys over there. So yeah.
To go into more of your journey, you said something at Fabric that kind of caught my attention a little bit, and it's kind of like you mentioned it's like kind of one of your sayings that you kind of go by, and it's the one day maybe saying. Like what does that mean to you, and like basically like could you explain that?
So one day maybe came about with Chasing After the Win. That collection is all about figuring out how to create with intention rather than just to create for money, just to create. Creating with intention, understanding who you are and where you want to go rather than just like literally chasing nothing. And when could be metaphor for whatever, you're chasing. One day maybe is more of like the hard work side. People always say, you can be whatever you want to be, but nobody ever talks about like the work that goes into being whatever you want to be. Right. So one day is like, one day you could be X. Maybe there's a comma in there too, but maybe is like you, right? Maybe if you put in that, those extra hours, if you sacrifice going out with your friends, if you stay up a little bit later to study for that exam, like maybe you could be great, or maybe you could be that professor, maybe you could be the doctor, maybe you could be a fashion designer, whatever you want to be. Maybe you could be that athlete. It's up in the air because you never know what happens, but like it's just like a big maybe, so it's like kind of an open-ended thing, question mark type of thing. But the one day is just like, again, it's just that like whatever dream you hold, and then the maybe is you.
Damn. I remember you mentioning it before, but I was like, like you definitely had like a few sayings you were talking about at that event for sure. But that one like caught my attention the most because I was like, damn, like I just never heard of it before.
Yeah,
so,
I appreciate that. Yeah. Actually going back, the first piece I ever made, oh my gosh, why did I forget about this? Thank you for saying whatever you just said. The first piece I ever made was under my first brand. You guys, I don't think you guys know, but I might have mentioned it at
I think so.
There's a question I think about that.
Oh,
you do?
Okay.
Should I hold this then? Should I hold this story? Okay.
Oh, yeah, you're good.
My first brand was called International Friends.
Okay.
I did this at college before I flunked out. Crazy, right? And the first piece I ever made was a hoodie that had Chinese letters on it that said "Words have meaning." Just going back to the one day maybe, like one day comma maybe, like specifically with the comma. I'm big on like sentence structure, what words you're using to define what things. I might not always, nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. I might not always have the right words to describe something, right? But I'm very big on that and being very intentional with what I'm using, especially when I'm designing stuff. So yeah, forgot about that.
Shout out to the for real first piece.
Yeah, for real first piece. Yeah, international friends. Yeah.
Well, going back to that point about word usage, why do you prefer the term engineer over designer?
I feel like a designer is more whimsical and more creative than I am. I feel like I am very, I don't want to say technical, but I'm very like, that's my first line of thinking, like the math side. Like I enjoy that most about creating clothes is the math side and like putting like the pattern pieces together and seeing it kind of come to life. I'm not gonna design something. Well, okay, I will, but like my designs aren't going to change how people design clothes, if that makes sense. Like I'm not like a Comme des Garçons. I'm not even like a lot of like the not Off-White, but Louis Vuitton, Virgil Abloh. Like I'm not putting a city on a jacket. Like I'm not doing any of that stuff, right? I'm figuring out how to ways to tell stories in clothes, and I feel I'm engineering stories in the clothes, if that makes sense. With buildings, the story is engineered. When architects engineer stories into buildings.
I didn't even think about it like that.
That's how I view engineers, at least, or not engineers, but architects at least. But I love math, so engineering. And my family, like my mom's my brother's a biomedical engineer. My mom's a civil engineer. My dad's an accountant, but
Hey, I'm sure there's some stories engineered into the numbers for
you
sure.
know what I'm saying. Like, so I got a bunch of engineers in my family. So I just felt like it was my version of engineering. This is my version of engineering. And that's all clothing is. That's all fashion design is. It's just figuring out how to ways to fit the body.
You know, it's funny that you
Color
mentioned telling stories because we have a little gift here for you. Might also tell a little story.
Hopefully he does.
You feel free to open that.
Oh, I get to open it? Okay. This is some true Nardwuar stuff going on here. Okay.
This was a group effort put together by all of us.
Hey, bro.
Got ourselves the Alexandre.
Bro, nah. What? What is this? I really love it. Like, this is sick, bro.
That is a Build-A-Bear.
Yeah. Press a little hand.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I love most about this is you guys kept the receipts and like there's no discrepancy. That's the biggest thing. Like if I was up here like capping, bro, like you guys would have had the receipts. I would look stupid, yo. So I'm glad.
The bear says like it's your voice going like actually I don't fuck with fashion at all. Like I hate fashion. I hate this shit.
Bro, I love this. Bro, dog. I love this. What is this certificate in here?
I think it's in there.
What is this?
That's like I think his birth certificate.
Yeah, that's his birth certificate.
I never been to Build-A-Bear, but Max knew. He knew everything. So
Max is a funny dude, bro. That's a jack of all trades there.
So that's also crazy about that too. Is when we were with him at the Build-A-Bear workshop place. When we were checking out, they were asking, "Do you want us to turn the pants inside in again?" And they were like, Max was like, "Nah," like, and I don't think he meant to say this, but it kind of just came out. And he was like, "Nah, like I'm gonna do stuff with it later." That's crazy. That cashier gave us the like craziest look ever as she's like checking us out, and I'm like, "Oh, Max, why did you say that?"
Nah, that's hilarious. So they flipped the little jeans inside.
Yeah, I think he cut the bottom of them maybe
to give the little fray. These are exposed.
He drew the logo on the shirt, and then everything else they had at Build-A-Bear. They had the glasses and
you got the chrome on the. Yo, this is sick, bro. I really appreciate you guys for this, man. I wish Max was here. I could give him a little dap up too, bro. But this is sick, bro. This is probably the best gift I've ever like received, bro.
Hell yeah,
like ever, bro.
We were proud of. You mentioned you like candy before, so we were gonna get you like a giant gummy bear. And we were gonna put clothes on it, but then we were like, it cost just the same amount to do that, and we were like, Build-A-Bear, and then We were like, fuck it. Yeah, we'll make
I'm glad you guys,
Alexandre.
I'm glad you guys chose with this one because this I can like have for the rest of my life. Like, I'm gonna find a place to put this in my room somewhere, bro. In my studio.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you
like
like
this
it.
for the rest of my life, bro. I appreciate this.
Yeah,
This is super sick, bro. I've never had a build. I've only been a Build-A-Bear like maybe twice
Okay.
in my entire life, and one of them was definitely out of sheer boredom and just like walking around the mall as like a kid, you know. But this is sick, bro. Shouts out to you guys. 808s and cold takes, man. Really take care of the people, man.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Appreciate it.
dude, appreciate it. To derive a bit from that, did making your brand an LLC come with a lot of changes, and what was the process like for making it an LLC?
So I got here in September of 21. I incorporated in 22. It wasn't that difficult. Shout out to Carlos. He's better with all that stuff. So like he kind of like set it up for me, honestly. But yeah, it wasn't super difficult. The biggest thing I guess was like taxes. But like I have a pretty good tax guy. I actually need to reach out to him and finish my taxes. But
Tax season, boys. It's time.
We're helping all the ways we can. We're reminding people they need to do their taxes.
Yeah, come on now.
doing the Lord's work out here, yo.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's probably the most difficult part is just like, you know, reminding yourself that you have to like keep track of like what you're
Staying on top
spending
of
and
it.
like, keeping all your receipts and like just being mindful and stuff. But outside of that, yeah, no, the LLC, that was a pretty easy part. And then, well, I guess making money to like justify having an LLC
Yeah.
was the hard part.
Do you get to like write off stuff too, or?
Yeah, no, I write off not everything just because like I don't want to like have to go back 10 years from now and be like, yo, you owe $8 million because you wrote off a chocolate bar. Or something stupid.
Yeah.
I don't write off everything, but like I do write off a lot. There's like business meetings I do. Like I have a business card, so like
Hell yeah.
whenever I swipe that, I'm writing something 9 times out of 10.
Hey, you got to do it. You know what I mean?
Back to a little bit with the fashion shows. When you make the decision to go ahead and start planning for a fashion show, is like the workload that comes with that something where you kind of, it's almost like where an artist has to like hunker down and kind of move away from their other projects to really kind of sit down and get their album made, you know, kind of deal? Or is it?
Yeah, it's kind of the same kind of frame of mind. Like you, at least for me in my case, like it's like, okay, I have an idea for a collection. I'm probably not gonna do any more fashion shows, so like that's also why I'm giving out this sauce here.
Okay.
But it's like, all right, I have an idea for a collection. This is what I want to do. I kind of like work on the collection, and then I'm like, okay, now I need to start working on presenting the collection. So yeah, like you said, you kind of like, all right, collection, fashion show. I'm putting the collection aside. It's kind of like pretty much done. I might mix a few edits along the way, but it's pretty much done. So now how am I going to present the collection? What can I pull? Like, what are the themes that I can pull from here to like turn into like a something like tangible or like physical to help portray the message rather than just like, you know, music and then people actually seeing the clothes. Like, you guys saw a lot of like the themes from the Chasing After the Wind show. There's like a lot of themes that we put into the show. There was going to be more, but like we ran out of time and money.
Fair enough.
Happens.
But yeah, that was like that's a big thing for me. Experience is a big thing for me.
Okay.
I want people to leave. I mean, creating memories through the clothing we wear. So, what better way to create memories than make an experience? You know.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
Right now, would you say that you're at the point where you have like a fully fledged team for your business?
Yes and no. It's me and Carlos since day one. Fortunately enough, like shout out to Kristen. She's like, I don't want to say a protege of mine, but like kind of like a protege. She's been there since the flash mob. She helps with 90% of my projects. Not necessarily the clothing design, but just like if I have a photo shoot or like if I'm doing an event, like Kristen was a big part of helping me with the event of the fashion shows. So it's kind of like the genuine good people that you meet along the way that are always like down to help. Cause I mean, I help her too. Like it's not like a one-sided thing. I'm always there. Like I want to encourage her as much as I can. You can ask her, like I'll FaceTime her at random times. Like, hey, what you working on? Like, and she's always working, yo. So that's why I love having Kristen around. Same thing with Tyson. Like he's always working. He learned how to sew and he made his collection in 2 months. He learned how to sew and made his collection in 2 months before the fashion show. So like, I love having hardworking people. I love having people that, just want to do something, you know?
Nice.
So yeah, but it's been me and Carlos. But we have like, shout out to Manny. He's our production guy, but he's also our main videographer. Shout out Orlando. Shout out Tyson as well. They do a lot of our photography. Yano, he does a lot of our photography. So like having people you can rely on kind of creates like an extended team, if you will, like an extended family, extended team. And that just makes life a lot easier. People, like I shoot you a text. Hey, I need to do a photo shoot in 2 weeks. This is the idea. Can you help me flesh it out to like, it just makes life easier. It makes life a lot easier. Makes doing business easier.
Yeah. Versus people who are just tagging along.
Yeah. Versus people that are tagging along, or versus people that like, it's super transactional. Like, I understand like it's a business, right? But I want to get to know you. Like same thing with you guys. Like I want to get to know you. I want to, understand what you're trying to accomplish so I can bring a project to you that can better help you accomplish what you want to accomplish. If that makes sense. So
that's kind of like more you brought that up too. Like that definitely makes me think about how we are too with a lot of the people that we work with. Like especially, I guess I kind of owe most of this definitely to Max, because Max was definitely the one that kind of spearheaded us going out in the first place and just meeting people in Phoenix. But him and I are usually like the approaching people, and like we'll approach people, and then from there, like he's really the one that like establishes that network though. Like he is the networking guy of our group. And so over the last year, like it's kind of been the same thing where anytime we want a group of thumbnails for some videos, Max knows a guy. I'm gonna call him up. And it's not like exactly they're a part of like some like 808s and cold takes corporation where it's like they show up to work or some shit. Like they're just our friends, and we hit them up whenever we need a solid, and like vice versa back with them. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And the biggest thing with that though for me is one, showing up for people that show up for you. That's a big thing in my mind. That's one of my sayings. And also I made a lot of mistakes as a leader when I was first starting out and like kind of like gaining steam or like whatever, of like wanting all the notoriety and like wanting people to know that it was my project instead of like our project, or like, just like letting whoever it was shine. I've made a lot of mistakes like that and not letting that happen, and like trying to like, being like low key like jealous, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's something I really had to learn. And just like, if people understand that, if my team or my extended team understands that like they're gonna get their shine too, like my brand is already my name, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what more do I need? You know what I'm saying? Like, so if I can like let them get as much shine as possible, they're going to work 10 times as harder. They're going to work that much harder because they know that this is a true team effort, so I've made mistakes like that. And I've been working real hard not to let that happen anymore, so yeah.
Has there ever been a piece that you've worked on where you've had to take probably some extra time to work on it, or where you've had to take a step back to analyze it?
Yeah, just about every piece that I put out has taken at least a year of me just like letting it sit and making sure that like whenever I look at it in my closet or like hanging up or whatever, that I like it still, I don't ever want to, going back to intention and like the words have meaning, I don't ever want to put out something that I don't feel comfortable wearing on a day-to-day basis. Like if you go to my Instagram, bro, like those jeans, the exposed jeans, like that's the last like 8 pieces of content that I put out. The Blue Man tee, when that was first coming out, like I was wearing that joint everywhere. This One Day Maybe jacket, I've been wearing it like nonstop, like, and I truly enjoy it and I believe in it. That makes it easier to market. That makes it easier to tell people like, hey, I got this new whatever it is coming out. Sorry, what was your question? I was making a point. I was landing.
No, you're good. So has there been a piece, a certain piece where you've had to take even like just a bit more time, or where you've had trouble with making?
The Blue Man tee took 2 years to come out.
Okay.
Oh,
The exposed jeans, I had the sample. I made a sample myself. That passed like a year passed with that.
Oh.
Then I made the official sample for the fashion show. And then we still didn't release it until like November.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that was another 2 years. This One Day Maybe jacket was about a year. So that one's probably, I'm getting better, right? But like I say all that to say, like every piece I sit with, bro. Like for me, there's no rush. And 2, again, I feel more confident whenever I take my time and like get frustrated. It's like playing like Lego Star Wars. Like there's like
Shit.
there's like something you can't build on there. Like you can't find the piece. It's like I feel comfortable. Like okay, like let me just turn the game off for a second. Like I'll come back tomorrow and it'd be right there, and you're just like, what's wrong with me?
Nothing wrong with taking a break, man.
Yeah, it's all about taking a break. So
you're just feeling a little dumb at the moment, but don't worry. Next day, you're all good.
That's balance, man.
Next day, you come out with fresh eyes, and you're just like the smartest dude in the room. You know?
And you're like, what the fuck was I doing?
What was I looking at, yo? Literally right in front of me, yo. So, I do that with every piece. Like, I do that. I purposely put in. I'm gonna call it buffer time, just because like I'm in like project management mode. I put in buffer time because I know I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So with your pieces specifically, why the emphasis on denim? Like, is there any specific reason as to why denim was kind of like part of your calling, or is that more so just like you just want to take a certain period of time to focus on one type of clothing and then move on to another one?
Over the years, there's a couple reasons. Over the years, denim has been the only thing that I've kept.
Okay.
Like shirts will come and go, like some stuff tears and you can just like whatever, you know, you give shirts away. Some of your homies, like you're just like, they're in town for whatever. Here's a shirt. You just need a shirt, you know? But jeans and denim, like I've maybe sold or like taking jeans to Goodwill like once in my life. And that was when I moved here just cause like to consolidate as much as I could. But outside of that, I keep all my jeans. Even if I don't wear them, I'll keep them just cause like, I don't know. I just love jeans so much. And when I was like a little kid, like 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, probably like 9, 10, 11, whatever. My mom would do gardening. We just moved into a new house. There was like dirt everywhere. So like she was like really like, you know, hands on, like going crazy. And she had these jeans. I'll never forget. She had these jeans with like, you remember when Balenciaga put out those, maybe it was Gucci, but like somebody put out jeans with like these like crazy nasty looking like green stains on them on the knees. You have to find a picture.
Like they were purposely on the jeans?
That.
Oh.
That's crazy.
It was crazy. And they're selling for like $2,000.
Holy shit.
My mom had a pair disgusting green stains on them. And like, I think one of them had like a crazy hole in the knee. Like, and I'm like, yo dog, like, why don't you just get some new jeans? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are literally falling apart. And she's like, they just my work jeans. They work good. They last. They fit. They just my work jeans. And I'm like, dang, like you're really letting like they have to like literally fall off your butt for you to give up these jeans. And that just told me like jeans are supposed to last. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like our society is so like hyper fixated on like what's next. Like jeans are supposed to be here for like the duration of your life, you know, for like, they're like mattresses, bro. Like you're supposed to have a mattress for like a good 7 years, bro. Like at least a good mattress, you know, some dingy mattresses, you know, get rid of, but like a good mattress or like a good car is supposed to last you, you know, 10, 15 years, you know what I'm saying? Like a while before it really starts breaking down, you know, especially if you take care of it. And I feel the same way with jeans. So
especially like in Arizona, like I feel like I see a lot of people in Arizona, like even in the wintertime, because it doesn't really get cold here. So like you don't really need to like layer up or anything. Mm-hmm. So like I always see people in jeans all year round all the time. Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
So that's why, you know, I want my jeans to be hand-me-downs, bro.
All right.
Talking about all these different pieces, are there any drops coming in 2025 that we can look forward to?
Yeah, I got a drop later this month, actually. We're doing a photo shoot for it tomorrow. Okay. So be on the lookout on IG for the little sneak peeks or whatever. Like, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I got to do all that stuff.
Yeah.
It'll be this jacket and 2 other shirts. I got a pair of jeans that are in the sample phase right now that I'm hoping to either run like in the middle of summer, like end of summer type time. Or for a collection that I'm working on. I don't want to talk too much about it because if it doesn't happen, then, you know, I'm gonna look stupid. But a collection that I'm hoping to run later this year or like the top of next year. Okay. That's going to be a pretty, if everything goes according to plan, which it will, like when everything goes according to plan, it'll be a pretty extensive, like full on shoppable collection. Like, oh, shit. It won't just be like, you know, fashion show, but you can't buy anything. Like this will be like, full on come get it. It'll be a pop-up shop. It'll be a full on like immersive experience. Nice. Like it's gonna be super dope. Again, so that one might be top of the year just like for planning purposes.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick. I'm excited for it.
So Who are some of your favorite designers?
Maison Margiela, of course. He's like a godfather of fashion. I love Samuel Ross, a Cold Wall. He doesn't really do a whole lot anymore. I love him. Virgil Abloh, of course, just like rest in peace. He was just like a really good tastemaker and just like visionary. I don't know any of their names, but the designers of this Korean brand called Ado Edo.
I was going to ask you about them because you mentioned them at Fabric.
I love their brand. Like, there is going to be to a point where like people start to recognize like the things that I do in my brand that are referenced from Ado Edo. Dude, I freaking love that brand.
Very colorful stuff.
Very colorful. They to me, they truly engineer. They're architects, but they truly engineer their pieces. Like the most subtle things that you won't notice are so intentional. It's insane. Like these little cuff things on this jacket. Normally on a sweatshirt, like it'll be flush, like it'll be like this.
Oh, okay.
You won't. But like I flipped it over and sewed it down like on purpose.
Oh, damn.
To make like intentional cuffs. And that's something Ado Edo kind of did. They did something similar to that, but like that's where I got the idea from. Like, so
Nice.
like little things like that I love. Who else? I love No Maintenance. There's like some smaller brands. No Maintenance, Basket Case Gallery. There's a brand called Seven Stores. There's a few brands that I really enjoy, but those are, as far as like designers go, like Samuel Ross, Ado Edo, Maison Margiela, Acne Studios. I don't know who's over it right now, but Acne Studios is a brand that I really love. Daniel Lee, wherever he's at in the world, he's a good brand. I think he just left Bottega Veneta. I'm trying to think. I think that's really it that I like really flock to.
I feel bad because I feel like if I was anyone else, I'd be like, oh shit, yeah, I love them too, or oh shit. I just don't know fashion like that, unfortunately.
Don't worry about it.
Well, that ends our questions.
Cool.
So that'll end that segment of the interview. Before we get into the fan questions, which you do.
Oh, we do have some fan questions?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Seriously? I love that.
Before we get into those, we just got one simple little quick question for you as well.
Okay.
Here at 808s and Cold Takes, we specialize in one thing and one thing specifically, and that is really bad music opinions. So,
Bad music.
or also AKA, also known as a cold take. So, Alexandre, before we let you into the fan questions segment, what would you say is your coldest take musically?
Oh my gosh. Do you want my like hardcore?
You can play it safe, or you can go all the way out.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah, man.
Drake. Ooh, I don't even want to touch on Drake. No Diddy, yo. That was crazy.
Yeah, that one was crazy. Yeah, I was about to, hey, I wasn't gonna say anything, but you know.
Let's see. Drake hasn't been good since 2018, I think. To Pimp a Butterfly is one of the best albums ever created. JID is better than J. Cole.
No, that's true.
I'll second that.
That's true. I've been saying that. Thank you.
Conscious rap is back and has been for the last probably 3 years. Dang.
These are great takes, guys.
This is me like,
Yeah, honestly, I think I agree with all of those, honestly.
Yeah.
What was the
And Braden agrees.
You said Drake hasn't been good since 2018. Was that Scorpion? Is that what came
Scorpion
out
was like the
2018?
last.
Yeah.
Scorpion, and then actually I'll take that back because I really liked Honestly Nevermind.
Okay.
Just with
wow,
that's
the
a
dance
whole,
one?
Yeah, I love that album.
Okay.
But as far as like making like rap and like that kind of like art,
Yeah.
normal lane or whatever, he hasn't been good since like 2018. So like since the Dark Lane demo tapes, but that was like a bunch of like reruns. So I don't really count that.
Scorpion kind of killed it for me. That album was just so long.
Yeah.
Dude. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was done after that.
There was a few picks on each album that I really liked though, but
Yeah, he has gems though.
yeah.
Sandra's Rose is my favorite song on Scorpion.
Really?
I love that song. Matt's like a me and Max song. We'll play that song all the time.
My favorite one is I think it's Blue Tent.
Okay.
Look up and again. Paradise, but then that's a joint, bro. But
That's funny.
I feel like I got more. I just can't think of them right now.
Going into the fan questions.
Yeah.
First one is this is from @Rorvis _paradox.
Shout out Orvis.
Who is an artist / model that you look up to that you wish you could make an outfit for?
Yo, what's up? Appreciate the question. Who is an outfit or model or celebrity that I can make an outfit for?
Oh yeah.
Sade.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yes.
Shout
Yes,
out.
sir.
Well, honestly, you got all the Phoenix artists wearing your shit. You and Kristen, they're like all wearing your shit, bro. At least with Sam, like they were all wearing your guys' stuff. That's
man.
fucking awesome.
Nah, I saw them early on. I I wanted to make sure that they realized their potential, like in fashion, and how it really could like help bridge the gap, like connect things for their music.
Definitely, they stand out in a crowd when
Yeah,
they're when you guys got them dressed up and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's almost like part of their brand too at this point. So.
Well, I mean, yeah, they've really taken that and like went crazy with it. And I love it, bro. Like I love everything they do. Like they have fun with it now, and they kind of know like their aesthetic too. Like it's super sick. So shout out to them for that. But I'm confident to say this, but I'm trying to get on Vex. No Diddy. I'm trying to work with Vex at like when his project eventually comes out. I'm trying to work with him on some stuff. We talked about some ideas, so that's gonna be a thing. So definitely be on the lookout for that. But yeah, as far as men go, I don't know who I'd want to dress. I don't know. That's a good question.
Dang.
So this question's from @LilCodeine. Have you
Shout out
always
Codeine.
Shout out Cody. Yeah.
have you always wanted to make clothes?
No. I wanted to be an architect at first. Like for my fondest,
really?
my fondest memories as a kid in Chicago, I used to like draw different buildings in a notebook, and like run and show my parents like, yo, like look at this storefront that I just built. I had always kind of like I like clothes, and like I used to like dress myself. I'll send you guys some like stupid photos of me trying to like look.
We'll
fly
throw
and
them
stuff.
up here right now.
Did you want to be a ball player too?
I wanted to be a hooper, but that was short lived.
Okay.
I knew I was too short, but I was like, let me put in the work. Like one day, maybe let me put in the work. But and then I tore my Achilles, and I was like, yeah, that's cooked, yo. So, no, fashion didn't really come in until I didn't know what else to do, and school just wasn't hidden for me at the time, and I was just like kind of like not discouraged, but like I was in like a little bit of a rut, and fashion was like the first thing or not the first thing, but this thing that kind of brought me out of that and gave me some light. So. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This one is also from Lil Coding.
Shout out to Coding. Yeah.
How have you evolved from high school to now? Please. This is to us. Please have him give y'all photos.
Yo, shout out Cody, man. That's my dog. I'm not gonna lie. Outside of growing like a thicker, more luscious and beautiful, crispy beard, outside of that. I guess like I have better fashion sense, but I'm still like the same like joyous dude. I'm always trying to smile. I'm always trying to make people feel. There's a time where I wasn't like this, like from high school to like probably now, like this time last year. There's a time where I wasn't like as joyous, but like I mean, you guys see me out. Like I'm always trying to smile. I'm always trying to talk to people, shake everybody's hand. Like I love meeting people. I've always kind of been like that. So I guess like, again, you'll see in the pictures, but like my fashion got better. And then the way I articulate myself got better. I can express myself a lot better, but I'm still relatively the same dude. I found God. I refound God. So I'm back locked in. So like, nothing really like changed. I guess like it's kind of like I reworked myself, if you will.
Yeah.
Really
Good for you, man.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
This is from @Rorvis
Rorvis Paradox.
Paradox.
Shout out Rorvis. Docs Brando.
Top 3 best dressed musicians of all time.
Of all time.
All time. Most flyest motherfuckers out there.
Kanye's for sure. I don't care what anybody says. Kanye's number 1. He might be number 0. Andre 3000, 3 stacks.
Oh,
yeah.
No, that's valid.
He's the one that like pioneered the like anyone can wear whatever they want to wear.
Yeah.
He definitely gives me like the
straight up.
be yourself vibe.
Yeah. Yachty's in there.
Oh,
I
wow,
think
okay.
he's a
Lobo.
pretty good tastemaker. I think Yachty and ASAP are like hand in hand.
ASAP.
They're both
Yeah.
like the same. They're just kind of like different.
ASAP's always had
vibes.
that swag with him. to be honest.
Yeah. He's always been like that. And then I want to throw. I don't know women. Like, there's a lot of women that have been dope, but like I don't want to throw them in there because like they just dress different than what I'm familiar with.
Yeah.
But I want to throw. I know I'm missing somebody, man. I'm just gonna have to take that L.
Oh, wait, what about Missy? You like
Missy Elliott?
You know, like a lot of her. Like she did a lot of the crazy fits too in the '90s.
So that's what I'm saying. Like they were dope. Like her, Sade, like always looked great.
Yeah.
But like their fashion is different. Like because they like also just look.
Oh, so not
beautiful.
like your favorite, but like you just like not. Or how do I word that?
Like objectively, there's like
Yeah.
mad people that I could name. I think at least, but like it's hard to like categorize it just because
Yeah.
women are like they have mad different outfits they can put on. They just look incredible. Like it's a little bit different. Like rappers, you can be butt ugly, but like if you have a dope fit, like you're kind of chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like Wale.
Oh, okay.
Wale. Yeah. I'm forgetting people though, but Wale's for sure in there.
Oh yeah.
His sneaker, dude, he's a crazy sneaker.
Shout out Wale, underrated artist, bro.
Yeah, very underrated.
For the next question, coming from Jade, spelled
Jade.
Jade, but for y'all who are ignorant as fuck, it's Jade. So y'all better get it damn right.
Yeah,
Yo, Jade, I appreciate you posting on your story where them Girl Scout cookies at, man. Because
Dude, yeah, that was
searching.
funny.
I was really searching. Yeah. Shout out to Jade though. She was the third look in the flash mob.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh shit, nice. She asked, "Who do you think you would be without fashion?"
Ooh, I would be. I'd probably be a loser, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I flunked out of college. If I wasn't like making clothes, that gave me drive to like do something. You know what I'm saying? I'd either be a loser. I'd be a loser for a while, then I'd probably be an engineer of some sort.
I'm glad it didn't. Hey, we're here now, and that's what matters.
Yeah, I would have got like a general degree, and then again, I would have been a loser for probably like 2 or 3 years, and then I would have just like, all right, I can't be a loser anymore. And
Yeah, you would have had your comeback period.
Yeah, I would have found my comeback period. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, or I would have been the coolest guy in the world. I could have worked a bum job and like invested everything in Bitcoin.
Yeah, stocks. Could have been like fucking.
You could have started a new Coinbase. Come
Bro, my homie started a new Coinbase. Shut up. My homie told me about Bitcoin at $500. So if I had like just a crap job, I could have just been like.
I've
well,
met like
just throw it
3
in there.
people that have told me that shit too. They're like, I remember when it was only worth this much, and I'm like, yeah, well,
$500. I was like, I don't even know what I was doing at that time, but like, it's whatever, bro.
it's like those memes where it's like, I wish I wasn't playing Guitar Hero in 2008 instead of buying a house when I was 8 years old. It's like, dog.
I wish I wasn't getting kill streaks on COD.
Yeah, bro.
So yeah, that was a really good question. These are very good questions, and I have no answers to them. So sorry, that was
Fuck
such
the
a generic
fans.
answer. Yeah, literally,
Sorry, you didn't even have to ask.
literally, a big IDK, yo.
Next question. All right, so I don't know. Hopefully you get this because I don't know how else to like. Because this is just so weirdly worded. This is from Kadro.
You know it's from Pedro.
And he just
Sorry, I can already see it.
and he just asks Alexandre tank ? I still don't know what that
No.
Is that I'm assuming that's a recurring question from Pedro.
This is like an inside joke. When Kanye put out, or not Kanye, but Moala put out the wet tank tops.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Bro, Kadro was nonstop. Anytime I would talk to him and Lance, because like we would just like group FaceTime sometimes. Anytime he wouldn't say a word to me, he would just be like, tank top, and then I would be like, no, and then he would go on to like give me reasons as to why I should put out a tank top.
He's writing you an essay about it.
Literally, and I'd be like, no, I'm not putting out a tank
comes
top.
out with a song.
Oh my god, bro.
Bro, speaking of, I got a bone to pick with him, but
I feel like everyone we have on here has a bone to pick with Kadro. I wonder why
I hate
that
Kate,
is.
bro. I hate Kate so much, but bro, and I'd be like, bro, you put out some Sam X tank tops. He'd be like, well, we just might do that, bro. I'm like, no, you're not. But bro, Cade put me in 2 or 3. I think it was 2. It was either 2 or 3 of his songs off his album, which is incredible, by the way.
Oh yeah, he did on a Sierra
Mhm.
Vita. I remember him bringing your name up in one of his
Yeah.
lines.
He shouted me out, which whatever.
Alexandre with the denim.
Alexandre, the denim, the jeans. That's my boy.
Yeah, I remember.
And then he said, I don't know if you guys remember, but like that last like bonus track or whatever.
Yes.
When he was just like going crazy, and he was like Alexandre pulling up in the beatnik. So story about that. And I still hate you, Kate, but the story about that is this was one year. Was it Lance's birthday? It was either Lance's birthday or like a New Year's party they had at somebody's house. And I don't usually go outside. Like I don't like going outside. Just point blank simple. But I was like, you know what, let me go. I don't usually do anything. I gotta show my face. I'll be there like 45 minutes. I'm a 45-minute guy. I got a time limit. If it's cool, if I enjoy myself, I got an hour 15. Anyway, I walked in there with some sweatpants on. I think I had this jacket on. No, not this one, but like a different version of this jacket. And sweatpants on, and then these Reebok beatnik shoes. And Cade comes up to me and goes, bro, what are what are those memes? He like, bro, what is on your feet? And he's just laughing at me. And I'm like, these Reebok beatnik gang. Like, and the whole night he was just laughing at me for that, bro. And that's why I hate Cade, bro. He won't tell you why he's laughing at you. He'll just laugh at you, bro.
Cade is he's a methodical villain sometimes.
He's a mythical creature.
Yeah,
bro.
he can.
He is not real.
Yeah. He's
Cade.
kind of a
He's
super
cool.
villain sometimes, bro.
He's kind of a super.
Well,
he is,
everyone
bro.
loves you. You're fucking Johan, bro. Who the fuck doesn't love Johan?
Facts.
Actually, no, honestly, he loves all of us. It's really just Max that him and Max be like,
Yeah.
maybe like brothers, like just fighting every time they hang out, bro. It's so funny.
Bro, me and Cade are getting to that point too, bro. Like Lance will just be like, bro, the thing about Lance, this is why I love these. This is why I like hanging out with these two dudes, bro. And just like talking to these two. Like I love all the Simex, of course, like they're my boys. But like these two specifically is because they're like best friends. Like they grew up together like best friends. And to see their dynamic and just kind of like be stuck in the middle of it is the weirdest thing in the world. And Lance, he'll just like rap them. He'll turn anything into a rap lyric. I'm like, bro, y'all trying to get some food? He be like, I can get some food, but we gotta go talk to dude, and we gotta talk to dude if it's good. Like he'll just start rap like, and you're just like, bro, do you want to get the fucking food? Do you want to get the food or not, bro? And like, Kate will just be silent, and then he'll just ask the most random introspective question, and you're just like, bro, like I just want food. You know, as a matter of fact, bro, I'm a cook. I'm gonna go cook. I don't even want none. I got a bag of chips at the crib.
I'm gonna get
bro.
some DoorDash actually.
Literally, bro. Like, I love them two dudes though, man. But except Kate, but
Yeah.
yeah, bro.
Naturally.
Yeah.
You know, that's beautiful to lead on to this, then, because this is from @LanceSilva.
The crazy part is, I know they were both on FaceTime. Like, hey, we're gonna say, what do you want to comment? Like, okay, go ahead.
What's Alexandre's Alexandrine?
This is what I mean.
What's your Alexandrine?
My Alexandrine is to be an inspiration to everyone around me.
See how he took your silly ass question and turned it into some real shit.
Yeah, you see that goofy shit? You can't do that.
You can't get.
I'm
any
just
better than
kidding,
that.
Lance. I'm so sorry.
Shout out, Lance. And
Nah,
Kate.
Shout out,
I
Lance.
love them boys.
Shout out the boys.
Yeah, Kate scored my fashion show.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
He did.
Yeah, he scored my fashion show, so I always love Kate. Nah,
Damn.
he's an extremely talented dude. Extremely talented.
Yeah, dude.
Crazy beats, bro.
I liked his album.
Oh yeah, you did,
Dude, I listened
love
to
his
that
album.
shit 200 something times.
Dude,
Shit.
I love that album, bro.
Dude,
It's
that
really
thing was
good.
amazing.
Freaking Gunner is still my favorite song that they've ever
Damn, that's
made.
my least favorite.
What, bro? I freaking love. There's like, you guys.
They used that at Chasing After the Wind too, didn't they? The beat for Gunner.
They used they
Yeah.
used the beat for that because I was like, bro, Kate, please, if you guys are gonna use it, I'm gonna use it, bro, please.
Oh, yeah.
So like he chopped it up. It was incredible, bro. But yeah, like anytime I hear that song, they brought me on stage at one of their shows to introduce that song. 'Cause
Oh,
they
that's
played it for the
awesome.
first time, and bro, I love that song so much. Like I beg them every time. You guys got a concert? Please play Gunner one time. So
That concludes our interview.
Bet.
Thank you guys for checking out this episode, and please be sure to do all that YouTube stuff. Hit the bell, like, subscribe, and then
Yeah,
check out our
you
podcast.
have to do that.
This will also be up on Spotify in video format. We are finally able to get our podcast in video form on Spotify now, which is so cool. Makes us feel so much more professional. But basically, right before we end everything, do you have any last words
Any
or
last
anything you
thoughts?
want to plug?
Nah, I'm sure you guys are gonna do your job and like put my ad and stuff in the. You guys
No, we won't. No, I'm just kidding.
well, follow. Thank you guys for inviting me. Thank you guys for wanting me to be number one of season 2.
Yo.
Season opener.
Shout out Jesus Christ, of course.
Shout out
thank
to
you, God,
Jesus.
for everything. Shout out my mom. Shout out the family. Shout out my partners, business partners. Shout out everybody. Projects. We got a new release coming soon in March. Got a big retail pop up later this year. So be on the lookout for that.
Turn on your Instagram notifications for that, please.
Yeah, do that. I don't think I have anything else. I feel like I have more, but like I don't know. See you guys.
Bye.
Oh wait, this is. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One last word. Thank y'all for the support. We love the fuck out of all y'all. Huge thank you. Have a good night.
I'm Alexandre, and you're watching 808s and Gold Digs.
Hey!
That was fire, yo.
Peace.